Yeah. Now, what did I hear last time? I don't want to eat the same thing I ate last time.
Does this bother you? Just forget
Nothing
about
bothers me. Nothing bothers me. Listen, I talk all day long. I started the day talking 7:40 this morning.
it. Did you? Just
My parents, my parents came from a little town in the Mir, Vilna. Her
Okay.
people came from near Vilna too, up around there.
okay.
But I didn't know my dad. But my mother's parents were very, they were like the scholars in the Vilna yeshiva, it's still around.
Okay.
You see? And every time she spoke about her parents, she always used to wash her hands. She was
Why?
very, very respectful.
Yeah.
And she was a very bright woman, my mother. Oh, my wife is a charm. If I fell in love with her on the first sight,
true.
you know what I mean?
That's true.
I didn't even give myself a
yeah.
chance. So how do you like that? They came along and says, look, this is the arrangement we make when we get married. The money arrangement. She says, my father gave me $500. That was a lot of money that time. And here's the $500. She says, I don't want that $500. I'm never going to touch that money. Your money you try to keep. I don't want to touch it, but try to live on what I'm making. And that's the way I was.
Yeah.
I have my responsibility. We'll do it the way we do. We'll manage the way we did. And that's when she passed on. The $500 is still there. I should have bought the IBM stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I gave it to charity at that time. I never touched it. That was right. It doesn't. Maybe it's a little sugar, but that's the way. She let nobody in the world hurt her Ephraim. She
Really?
was obsessed with her Ephraim. A guy like me, I married her for. I was working day and going to college at night and this and that.
So
and
how did you know you wanted to
Shabbos
marry
and
her?
all. I don't really know.
You just knew.
I really don't know. That's a real.
How old were you?
That's shooting dice.
Yeah.
Would you believe? And it worked out.
It worked out. You had the instinct.
Evidence is, I'll tell you, every night before I go to sleep, I make a mishabera for all my kids. I remember their names. Then I want to prevent myself from becoming Mr. Alzheimer.
Yeah.
So I told you a story about Harold. Harold's the type of guy, all my fellows went to school. And the worst part for me, they went to yeshiva. The worst part for me is when I had to go Parents Teachers Day.
Okay.
Why? The Rebbe would come. I would go see the Rebbe. How are my boys doing? You understand? He says, Professor Dworetsky. And somebody calls me Professor Dworetsky. The next minute I get a punch in the nose. He says, what's the matter? He says, your boys, Professor Dworetsky, your kids should be the brightest guys. And, what, they come to play here? What is this? What is it? What do you want? The nice, uprighteous boys are having a good time with them. I'm sending you shivim. All of these boys, they all grew up. I got 3 grandchildren and they're rabbis. They married to the family. They're rabbis. One of them is a baby. He's going to Israel for 2 years now. Got a smicha. The other one's got a smicha. Oh, they're all observed. They're there. And who was behind it all? I was working all the time. Martha must have been there. And Martha couldn't even read the siddur. I talk to Eli, to my boys every day. Eli says, Rayfield is in the hospital, but he's going to be all right. I can't get it out of my head. He was the happiest guy in the world. He made everybody laugh.
Yeah.
He was a teacher for many years. And you know what I mean? My kid, my middle fella, my youngest one, Eli, you see that chauffeur I had in the house? You didn't see the chauffeur?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was the award they gave me, Eli Institute, a year ago. They wanted to honor the man. He's the vice president of the National Council of Young Israel throughout the United States and the world. Anyway, and they gave me the award, the chauffeur award. So that's how, if it's gone through my head, don't be too proud about me, because, what they say, bite your tongue, is that it? That's what I accomplished in my life. And I taught all my kids song. Now run along home and jump into bed. Say your prayers and cover your head. The very same thing I say unto you. You dream of me, and I'll dream of you.
I love that.
How do I get along with this? Get away with all this stuff?